Give me a big ugly G, boys. Yeah, rednecks were in caves, banging sticks together. They was drinking homemade wine made out of elephant testicles and shit.
Well boys, I'd love to be using COVID as an excuse for my lack of content, but to be perfectly honest with you, I've been mostly just drinking beer and gaining weight while doing nothing productive in my life, also known as the Newfoundland Dream. But enough is enough, and it's time for a video. It's the least I owe ye if I'm being honest. I thought all of you goofballs would have forgotten about me by now, but I checked my subscriber count and I'm almost at like 1,000 sure. I guess being a bitter arsehole really resonates with a lot of you. But to be honest, I'm planning on doing a whole video on this channel and what I've got in store for the future, so I'll save all that like generic shit for later. Aside from drinking and gaining weight at a point where I'd make that Lizzo missus look like Daddy Longneck, I've been doing something else that a lot of you older boys would consider the most important moment of me life. Getting skin? You're hilarious, bye. Getting my first promotion? If you consider switching from the cash register to the sink of promotion, I suppose, but no, fuck all that. I'm going through my first year of university.
I mean, damn, did you even see the test? You got D's, motherfucker, D's.
See? I told you I had a half decent reason for not making videos. I've been taking this university thing half serious. And believe it or not, I actually got a half decent GPA me first semester. The real world is some fun, I gotta say. Nothing makes you a man quite like chugging coffees and studying American poetry. That's some badass shit. I asked about Newfoundland poetry I could study, but apparently it all got burned with the Confederation ballots, so I'll settle for what I can get. I'm gonna be honest with you, Memorial University isn't a bad school at all. Far from it actually. The profs here are great and I'm actually learning shit in me classes. But I wouldn't be a YouTuber if I didn't nitpick at petty shit that most people wouldn't feel a need to bring up. So let me tell you about some of the issues I do got with Memorial. First of all, let me bring up two things. Formatting and citation. In case you don't got a sweet clue what I'm talking about, I'll explain it a bit. Basically, whenever you has to write an essay or an outline or something, most profs are going to expect you to have a list of references showing where you got your information from. I gets why they has you do this. Obviously, you can't just write down a bunch of shit without any evidence to back it up. This ain't mainstream media, baby. But here's what I don't understand. Why in the name of Dwight does every course have its own stupid format that you has to use for everything? I'd probably still be bitching if it were only one, I'm gonna be honest. But the fact that I've gotta use MLA, Harvard, Chicago, or APA depending on whatever course I does is just dumb. I'm not good at switching shit up. Just keep it consistent or don't make me do it. I'm gonna be honest. I said I'm gonna be honest at least fucking 50 times in this video. But keeping on topic, at the end of the semester I just stopped giving a shit if I'm being honest with you. I'd be sending my profs YouTube links at the end of an essay instead of the references. Did I lose 20%? Yes. Did it leave me with a migraine free weekend? You bet your ass it did. And by the way, I obviously would never ever advocate for bullying, but this Turabian missus, the one who apparently dedicated her entire life to the Chicago citation formats, I'm sorry, but I would have bullied the fuck out of you. No disrespect meant. But like, there's no way you can spend decades of your life obsessing over something this useless. Don't try to make this shit fancy, boys. You're putting references on a piece of paper. Nothing crazy about it. Just go to the library, do your shit, and leave. Go to fuck with all this fancy citation garbage. APA, MLA, GFA. Go fuck your... GFA. APA, MLA... How about GFY? Go fuck yourself. I likes that format. Speaking of the library though, let's give that a quick mention. I've got to give a huge shout out to Jumpin' Bean before I says anything else, because when it comes to feeding an unhealthy caffeine addiction, these boys got you covered. All the way. You haven't had good coffee unless you've had Jumpin' Bean, I can promise you that. But anyways, back to the library. When you're in this area, like, just shut the fuck up me buddy, simple as that. I don't know when the ancient art of library etiquette went missing, but I couldn't tell you how many times I've heard some fucking goofball burst out laughing in the middle of the library for no reason. I don't give a shit what you does in your own personal time. I'm not the Hitler of laughter, believe me. But when it comes to the library, holy fuck me buddies, I'm honestly just sitting here trying to get me work done. Calm it down before I start dropping some stone cold stunners left, right and centre. But aside from all that petty shit, honestly there's not too much to bitch about. I'm getting an education, and I guess I'm having a good enough time doing it. Sorry if I sounds half emo though, but one of the other things I have dislikes about Mun is the fact I barely knows anyone who actually goes to this fucking shithole. Again, no disrespect meant. So you know what? I'm gonna do my first ever public event. Get the fan support up, you know what I mean? So if Mon has in-person lectures by February the 2nd, you never know, this new variant and shit, I'll be doing autograph signings at the Jumping Bean from 10 to 10:30 AM. First come, first served. Just in case you don't know what the superstar himself looks like, that is me of course, just have a look out for the slightly overweight, kinda balding, smelly white guy. When you found him, you found Leaf Carlo, baby. Don't get too excited. This has been Leaf Carlo, and I'll see you on the right side of the rock. Have a good one.
There's the original redneck back in the caveman Cro-Magnon big dick days. The day that everybody had a big dick. All women had motors in their pussies. Nobody had a job. It was a glorious time on the planet Earth.